first icon, what is it? It's a palm branch. So this is the bread and the wine. Third one, fourth. This is one here, the next one, crown of thorns. Alright, I'm excited about this series as we go through it and what God will teach us through this as we read these stories. And so this week is the first start of our story, and usually, during this time, this week is Lent week and Ash Wednesday. We typically don't do Ash Wednesday here. Baptists don't do that. It's not really a bad thing. It's not a sin to do that. We just don't practice that. There are others who do. So what is Ash Wednesday when they put the ash on the forehead? It signifies the start of 40 days of Lent. And that 40 days, it is just a picture of how Jesus was in the wilderness for 40 days, and that's what that is. The 40 days, not counting Sundays. I don't know, however they figure it out. It's really a Catholic, originated with Catholicism, and others practice that, but we don't. But I just thought that, it would be a good time to start this sermon series today. So, first we will focus on Palm Sunday. Now, Palm Sunday isn't actually until April 5th of this year, but I have to start the story on Palm Sunday. So all of this happens actually in 1 week. All these events happen in 1 week. And I have 8 here, so I couldn't fit it in just 1 week unless y'all want to come every day in a week. April 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th, then maybe that would work. But we're going to have 8 series that will all come together with the Easter story. Today we're going to focus on Palm Sunday. I'm going to tell the story and what the Bible teaches and what the Bible says, and then also link these all together, and then at the end make application for you and my life. Many times we know the story, we know it, and we might just know just some of it, and there might be some details that we have missed or we forgot. And it's funny, I was reading the story myself as I was studying this, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that this happened, or I didn't realize that this happened. And so it's a good reminder for you and I. So let's start with prayer, and then we will get started and open up the Bible and see what it says. All right. Father in heaven, as we begin this series about Easter, we know that what your goal was to come here to earth. It was to save us. You came here to be the Messiah, the anointed one, the Christ. Lord, I'm thankful that you came. And as we study this week, this 1 week of events from Palm Sunday to the resurrection, and that how all these things happen in just 1 week. A lot happened. It was a busy week. We go from Sunday, where people praised and were excited about Jesus, and then a few days later, those same people cried out, crucify, crucify him. Lord, we understand that, why Jesus wept. And help us to understand your word now. In Jesus' name I pray. All right, so Palm Sunday. Go ahead and look in your Bibles, or actually I will have the scripture up here on the screen and jumping around. The first 4 books of the New Testament is what? What are they? Okay, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Right. Well, right, Rexy. All right, so these 4 books are the first 4 books of the New Testament. What are those called? We call them the Gospels. The Gospels. Why are they called that? Because they tell about the good news. The good news about what? Jesus. The whole story of our Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John tell the story of Jesus' life, his death, and resurrection. And so we understand that. So now, who are these people? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew was a disciple. Mark was what? Luke. Who is Luke? John. Okay. Only 2 of those are disciples. Matthew and John were disciples of Jesus. Mark probably knew Jesus as a teenager, a young boy. He knew who Jesus was. His mother knew Peter. His mother was close to Peter. We know that many Christians would go to Mark's mother's house, and Mark's uncle was Barnabas. And also, Mark was with Paul for some time, and then later they went their own ways, and then later reunited. And so that's a little bit about Mark. Now Luke. Luke was a doctor, okay? Who was he with? He was with Paul. And so all 4 of those men have different perspectives of Jesus. There are some different stories, some that Matthew has that Mark doesn't, or John has, or they all have, but different details are added, or different perspectives are said, and some things might be missing. And so they're all different, and they're in different ways. And so we're going to jump through those books to compare the perspectives, okay? All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start here in Matthew chapter 21. All right, verses 1 to 3. And when they drew nigh unto Jerusalem, and were come to Bethphage, unto the Mount of Olives, then sent Jesus 2 disciples, saying unto them, Go into the village over against you, and straightway ye shall find an ass tied, and a colt with her. Well, a colt could mean different things. It could mean a horse. But we're not talking about a horse here. We're talking about a young donkey. Okay. So here we have maybe a mother donkey and a boy, a young male donkey. Okay, it's interesting because they actually have different, you know how some languages have female, male and female, and some neutral words that they have for that, like in Spanish. Greek has that as well. And so here we know this is female and this is male. So it's interesting. Anyway, and then here we go. Loose them and bring them unto me. And if any man ought unto you, ye shall say, the Lord hath need of them. And straightway he will send them. So how did Jesus know that? You know, here, Matthew doesn't report it, but here in Mark it says, and so they went their way and found the colt tied by the door without in a place where two ways met. And they loosed him. The way was round, so they cut him loose. And then certain of them that stood there said unto them, hey, what are you doing? Loosing the colt. And they said, what Jesus told them to say. Well, Jesus said this, and so, okay, they let him go. So there was no negotiation, no talk, and they're like, hey, we need this colt. And they're like, all right, go ahead. And so it's interesting what took place here. And so, see here in Matthew 21, verses 4 and 5, it says that this was all done that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, tell ye the daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek and sitting upon an ass and a colt, the foal of an ass. And then John 12, verses 14 and 15, and Jesus, when he had found a young ass, sat thereon, as it is written, fear not, daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh, sitting on an ass's colt. It's interesting here how Matthew records two animals, the mother and the male colt, and then Mark and Luke only record one animal, and John only records one, the donkey itself. And so what Jesus actually sat on was which? Was it the mother or the young colt? It was actually the young male, because he knew that no one had ever sat on the young colt before. And so he was the first. No one had ever sat on him before, rode on him before. And so with the mother being there, it would help lead the baby so the young colt where to go. And so it makes sense why the mom was there with the young male. Okay. Here, see here in where it says daughter of Zion. You know where that quote is from? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to figure it out. Where that quote comes from. It's actually quoted from somewhere else in the Bible. See if you can figure out where it is. Right, see right here where it says spoken by the prophet, saying. Right, it's probably somewhere in the Old Testament. Remember, Jesus came to fulfill prophecy. And so it was prophesied that in Zion, what is Zion? We'll write. Sometimes Zion is a picture of heaven. But Zion is also a picture of Jerusalem. So the author actually who prophesied this, you find this in Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. This was written way before Jesus, probably 500, 600 years before Jesus, when this was written. It says, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon an ass and upon a colt, the foal of an ass." So this is prophesied in the Old Testament. What is this? What is he talking about here? For what? What is he prophesying for? Does it say Jesus here? He's talking about the Messiah. This is a prophecy of the Messiah, not the king like King David, because that line has been broken. That line is broken. That was after they were captured, after Babylon and Syria had overthrown them. Then this was written after David. He's saying, okay, don't be depressed. Don't be discouraged. Rejoice greatly, because we can look forward to when this will happen. It says, thy king cometh. And he has what? You notice what it says? He has salvation. This was written several hundred years before Jesus showed up. And Jesus comes and he fulfills this prophecy, riding on a donkey, going into Jerusalem. He comes as a king. And this is a picture of Jesus coming as the king. And as Jesus is riding into Jerusalem, riding on this donkey into Jerusalem, everyone knows about this prophecy. Maybe they don't know the scripture, but they see this event happening, and you know what the people said? What were the Jewish people saying as they see Jesus riding this donkey coming into the city? What did the people say? How did they respond? So what did the people do? They took branches of palm trees and went forth to meet him and cried. What? What did they cry out? Hosanna. What does that mean? Celebration, right? We sign it like this, Hosanna. The word means salvation is come. Hosanna. This is the Savior. This is the King. Blessed is the King of Israel that cometh in the name of the Lord. Why is this a big deal? Why? Because who is the king of the Jews? Herod. Herod Antipas. He was the king of the Jews at that time. And also they had someone who was over him. Rome was. Rome was in charge of that area. And here the people are saying, blessed the King of Israel. This is a big deal. This is dangerous for them to say that. And that is insulting to who? Right, to the king. It's insulting the king and having no respect for the king and saying Hosanna to Jesus coming in saying he's the king. Look here how John and Matthew compare. Here it says a very great multitude spread their garments. Talking about like outside coats, like your coats. Like saying like my coat, I take it off and I spread it out onto the ground and to allow the donkey to walk on their clothing. Why? You know, we still do this today. The red carpet, right? The red carpet. Movie stars, they draw out that red carpet, or sometimes there's a wedding and they'll roll out the white carpet for the bride to walk down. You don't want the donkey. They didn't want the donkey to step in the dirt or dirt to get on Jesus' clothing, so they were putting all these palm trees and clothing on the ground to just give a big royal welcome to the king. So we see this here, and then in verse 8, others cut down branches from the trees and strawed them in the way. Verse 9, and the multitudes that went before and then followed cried, saying, Hosanna to the Son of David. Son of David. Interesting. Why did they mention David? Because David was from the line of kings. It's the line of kings. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. You have a group of people who are all out front and they're cheering and putting these branches down, and then you have Jesus just riding on a donkey and his disciples following, and then you have a huge multitude following after them. It's like a parade. And yelling and praising and saying, oh, this is the King, the Son of David, the Messiah. They were recognizing Jesus as the promised King and as the Messiah. Now, most of these people here in these verses are what? What did they want? Salvation. Well, salvation from what? salvation from what? They wanted political freedom. Freedom from Rome. They wanted a political leader. The Jewish people thought that the Messiah would be a political king who would come up and sit on the throne on earth. The earth, that he would be an earthly king. And even throughout all of Jesus' ministry on earth, he kept saying that my kingdom is not on earth. And people kept thinking, they thought, they were looking forward to that. This is the Messiah. This is the King. This is the one. And they were excited, and they kept pointing to Jesus, and it was almost like they were electing him as president. Yeah. And so they were like pointing everyone to Jesus, and everyone was just going crazy excited over Jesus and how he would take over as king, yelling, Hosanna! And Jesus came riding on a donkey. Do you see Jesus respond to these people? Saying, stop. No. You agree. Yes, I am king. Yes, I am Messiah. Yes, I will fulfill prophecy. And we see here, comparing it to Mark, many spread their garments in the way, and others cut down branches off the trees and strawed them in the way. And they that went before and they that followed cried, saying, Hosanna. Look here, some different words here. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Blessed be the kingdom of our father David that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. These people had decided, and they were ready to make Jesus their king. Now here, Luke. Here it says, and when he was come nigh, even now at the descent of the Mount of Olives, the whole multitude of the disciples began to rejoice and praise God with a loud voice for all the mighty works that they had seen, saying, Blessed be the King that cometh in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory in the highest. This is exciting. It's an exciting day. Finally, we've been following this guy for 3 years, and finally we made it to this day. This is an exciting day. He, riding on a donkey, he is going to be king. Notice some of the words here. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest. Does that remind you of something? Luke chapter 2. The angel said, Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, goodwill to men. These people are saying, well, now we can have peace. Now we've made it. Here is the King. Was that Jesus' goal? Is that what Jesus wanted? What did Jesus come for? To save. Well, to save from sin. Jesus didn't come for the political kingdom. He came for the spiritual says, my kingdom is not of this earth. My kingdom is in heaven. Jesus had told many stories like, the kingdom of heaven is light. The kingdom of heaven is light. He said this many times. The kingdom of heaven is light. But Jesus let the people say these things as he wrote it. It's interesting to see some of the responses from around Jesus, not the disciples or the crowd, but the people that were the other people, on the outside. Interesting to see some of the things that they said. Like right here, let's see it. Interesting. And some of the Pharisees from among the multitude said unto him, Master, Rabbi, teacher, rebuke thy disciples. Means, so Jesus here is riding in, and the people are crying out, King, Son of David, Hosanna. This is Jesus. He is the Messiah. And the Pharisees say, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. And they say, hey, teacher, rabbi, this is enough. Stop with the arrogancy here. This is enough. Saying these things, Jesus. And what did Jesus say? Did he say, I am the king? No. He just came in riding on a donkey. He didn't tell anyone to stop either. And what was Jesus' response to them? Jesus said, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. You can't stop me. Jesus is pretty much saying, you can't stop me. It's not in a prideful way that he said that. He said, you just can't stop this from happening. You just can't stop it. No, we're going to keep going and see where this leads. See what happens next, but I can't stop this. If they shut their mouths, the stones will cry out, because I am king. I am the Messiah. I am the one. That was very bold. A bold claim. Yeah, that's me. You never see Jesus come with pride or to draw attention to himself. He comes in humbly, riding on a donkey, but and so he says, well, I can't shut them up. Because what they're saying, I am. Understand where Jesus is coming from, the Mount of Olives, okay? So as he's going down the mountain into Jerusalem, as he's riding on the donkey, he can see the city. When he's come near, he beheld the city. And what did he do? He wept. Jesus knew what this week was going to look like. As he rides in and he hears the people saying, Hosanna, King of the highest, King of David. And Jesus is looking at this city. He weeps. I know what's going to happen. And how you can have peace. It's not going to be through a political reign. But right now, you don't see it. Jesus already knew, and he weeps, he cries as he rides in. Tender-hearted for Jerusalem. It's interesting also, the other people, as they entered into Jerusalem, and how word spread, and it became such a big deal. And people said, wait, who is this guy? You have a group of people over here, maybe in the front, and then you have Jesus here, and then another group behind, and they're just all coming in, multitudes of people, and some people might be saying, well, who's that? And maybe you've experienced like seeing a limousine, this big stretch limo, and then you see all these other cars, big SUVs following it or something, or you know that someone famous might be in that limousine, and you wonder who's in there, wonder what's going on. And this is what was going on here in Jerusalem. Who's that? And people were saying, what? This is Jesus, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. Now, all this happened on Palm Sunday, okay? So this big thing happened on Palm Sunday, people honored and Jesus, and so why? Why were the people so attracted to this event, this Jesus? Why? Why was it now? Why was it that specific day? Jesus has been there for 3 years doing miracles and doing all these things. But what's a big deal about this day? Someone said, well, someone posted, well, what happened before? Do you know what happened right before this day? What happened right before this day? Well, even the disciples didn't understand at first. Here it says in John 12. These things understood not his disciples at first, but when Jesus was glorified, then remembered they that these things were written of him, and that they had done these things unto him. Then verse 17, the people therefore that was with him when he called Lazarus out of the grave and raised him from the dead, bear record. For this cause the people all met him. For they heard that he had done this miracle. The Pharisees therefore said among themselves, Perceive ye how he prevailed nothing. Behold, the world has gone after him. Jesus had just raised Lazarus from the dead. Now, This is a big deal. Never in the history of the world have they seen someone who was dead for 3 days and then raised to life again. Never. There are some other stories of guys who had died and then later they were raised almost like maybe they were in a coma or something. It was for a very short time. But for 3-4 days, dead. This is different. Blind, to see, the lame, to be healed, but dead, to be raised. Oh, this is a big deal. It's interesting here, just one chapter before where we just saw in chapter 12 where Jesus enters Jerusalem, but the chapter before that, chapter 11, you see here Jesus is with Martha, and Jesus said to her, actually not to Mary, who Jesus was talking to, he was talking to Martha, and Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life, and he that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Do you believe that? He asked her. Yes, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God. This was right before Lazarus. Before Lazarus came alive. This was before Lazarus. Jesus says, hey, I can raise from the dead. Do you believe me? Martha says, yes, I believe. You are the Christ. You are the Messiah. I believe. And just a few verses later, Jesus comes in and he weeps over Lazarus and he raises him up to life. Jesus is not shocked, right? But who believed before? Martha. Who believed him before all these things? Martha did. Martha didn't need proof. She was convinced. I believe. And then there was proof that these things happened. After Lazarus was raised, the priests all gathered together and had a debate, a council, a meeting, and they were upset. They were like, what are we going to do? This man doeth many miracles. And if we let him alone and do these things, all men are going to believe him. And what else is going to happen? The Romans will come and take away both our place and nation. They're going to come kill us all. What are we going to do? Then one of them, named Caiaphas, who was the high priest, he said, you know, you don't know anything. You know nothing at all. Nor consider that as expedient. Look, the better thing to do is that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish. Wait a minute. The chief priest comes in and says, you know what, I have an idea. Instead of Rome coming here and destroying us all, it's better for us just to kill one man so that all of us can live. So he says this, let's kill one man to save us all, really, It's almost like that, but he didn't really understand what he said. When in reality, they are going to kill Jesus to save us all. But not from Rome. You're right. He thought for Rome, to save them from Rome, so that they could all survive. But Jesus came to save us from sin. And so this was said. And the Pharisees were mad. So all this was said, and then the Pharisees were mad, and Lazarus was alive, and they even wanted to kill Lazarus. They were mad to see this. And really, they looked at this as Jesus being bad, evil, because his ways were not their ways. Pharisees followed the law, they followed the Old Testament, and Jesus was doing something totally different. Didn't seem right. So he was wrong. Okay, so it's important that we understand that Jesus came. He came as king. And he still offers this kingdom for you and I today. You know, in this story of Jesus coming in on a donkey into Jerusalem, it's important. People said, who's that? Jesus. He's the king. He's from David's line. Did you know that? Jesus is from the line of David. He has the right. Oh yeah, word spread. Word spread. People saw miracles and saw Lazarus. They were ready. It's time. And they cried out and said he was king. I wonder what this looks like for you today. I wonder for you, for us, this and how this can apply. Is Jesus the Christ in your life? There's two different things. These two are different. Is Jesus the Christ? Is Jesus the King of your life? These are different. Christ, the Messiah, the promised one, the one. Is he king? Is he first place in your life? Is Jesus the resurrection and the life for you? Or is Jesus a temporary interest that is hidden? I know a lot of people who know of the Bible. They know of Jesus. They know Jesus things. And when problems happen, they say, oh, pray for each other. But is Jesus first place in their life? No other things are more important in their life and their work and these always are more important to me. There's people. Jesus was surrounded by many people. And Jesus came in and he wept because he knew that all those people surrounding him, that in just 4 or 5 days, very a hot topic for that day. You know, I think that happens in the media. We see it on the news and we make a big deal, but a couple days later, it's not a big deal. 1 week later, it's not a big deal. You know? Temporary interest. Is Jesus a temporary interest? We're interested in the things of Jesus because of problems that are happening right now. And then when the problems go away, then we just go back to my same old way. Problems occur and, oh, hey Jesus, I'm interested. I need healing. I need fixing. I need a king. I need to be saved from Rome. But we still have the chains of sin in our hearts. I wonder, Jesus, is he first place? We want to say yes. It's easy for us to quickly say, yes, Jesus, I want Jesus to be king in my life. But do we actually make Jesus a priority? I was just sitting and talking to a guy about food. How many of you are hungry right this very moment? How many of you are hungry? I'm ready for lunch right now. Are you hungry? My wife and I just went to a restaurant, and at this restaurant they had bacon. And the bacon was really, really good. It had like brown sugar and some other stuff on it. It was delicious. My wife had a plate full. She was eating that bacon. It was good. Now, are you hungry? Oh, I want some bacon now. We easily understand hunger, physical hunger. Do we understand the spiritual hunger? Do I need him more than food? Do I need his word more than I need physical help? You know, I've said this before, I mentioned it before, but many times our prayer requests are for short-term needs, the temporary things, health problems, and which is fine. You know, the Bible says to make every request known, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing that or anything. It's not my point here, but we can pray for that. But what about the spiritual problems? Are we praying for those too? Many times our prayers are very short. We don't have deep prayers. I encourage you to think about this. Not only is Jesus the Christ, the King, he is life. He's everything in our life. And so, Father in heaven, I thank you for Jesus as he rides into town. As he rode into town as king, and people looked at him and knew that he was the king, the Messiah, the Son of David, and they were ready to proclaim it. And Jesus wept. Because these people did not understand. They didn't get it. Jesus wept for them. He wanted to give them peace ready to give it. Lord, I pray that you would help us open